Subscribers, this is my new channel name, which is Nature Knows. Today we are going to make some observation over here, then we'll see how it is applied to scientific principle. Now, these are two stones. Let me place the stones in water. What do you see? All the stones have sunk. Now, what if I also place this one on top of the water? What do you see? It is floating. Now, what if I place two stones that were sinking? What do you see? It is floating. How is it possible? Now, this is the reason why density comes into place. So today we are going to determine the density of this regular object. Then we explain why it came like that. Now, to determine the density, we first need to determine the mass. Now, when you look at the mass is 21.2 grams. That is the mass. Now, to determine the volume, we are going to use the dimensions. So we first determine the length, which is 10 centimeters. We determine the width, which is 7 centimeters. Then we determine the height, which is 2.5 centimeters. So if you multiply the length, the width, and the height, we can get the volume of this box. So let's go to the board. On our data, the mass was 21.0 grams. The volume, which is the length times the width times the height, which is 10 centimeters, 7 centimeters, and 2.5 centimeters. We had 175 centimeters. So if we divide 21.0 by 175 centimeter cube, we are getting 0.12 gram per centimeter cube. Now look at the density of water. So it means that the red box was floating because its density is less than the density of water. So let's do it back again. In the box, you see it floating because its density is less than the density of water. Even I can put more load inside and it can still float. This is because the volume of this one is more than its mass. So anytime an object volume is more than its mass, the object floats. And that is the reason why ship can pack more cars and this ship can still float. Thank you for subscribing and thank you for watching. Ciao.